So back in 2008, my dad, my family and I, we were pretty, I'd say, well off. He had a good job. My mom was working. She didn't have a real high-paying job, and Dad was doing well. And I think in his highest year, he was a sales representative for bush hog agriculture, pretty popular around this area. And so he was doing well. And then 2 years prior to the recession of 2008, we had 2 years of drought, which were big hits on agriculture business. Hay price, just hay. Such things, just so simple as trying to get hay to feed livestock and things like that. Prices for hay shot up because nobody had hay. Nothing was growing because the drought was so bad. Well, those 2 years come and go, and then we get the recession. And when that happens, a company that was well off and well known as Bush Hog goes under. And so my dad, who had been working for Bush Hog his whole life, his dad had been working for Bush Hog his whole life, and his dad had been working for Bush Hog his whole life. It was a job that had been kind of passed down for those three as sales reps for Bush Hog. He gets let go. 3-generation job gets let go, and it crushed us. Before he was doing well. He's making probably around, on his best year, $200,000, doing really well. And then after that, he gets let go. And I think between 2008 and 2013, 14, he had probably had around 7 or 8 different jobs, trying to find something that worked, trying to find something that he could comfortably support us on. My mom took up 2 jobs, and the most jobs my dad had at one point was 3. So combined, just working their tails off, trying to make it, live without living check to check. We went bankrupt on our house. We used to have a farm with horses that we owned and rode and managed, and after that we had to sell the farm. When we didn't sell it, when we went bankrupt, moved in with my grandmother, whose husband had died around that same time. So we lived with her for a few years, and unfortunately for her, she was able to move out to a house that was open for a cheap amount of money. And so we kind of had that house passed on to us. We didn't really buy it, but she gave it to us. And so we were living off my parents' jobs. I had to get a job as soon as I turned 16 as a busboy in high school, playing football and trying to keep my grades up as well. My sister also took a job at that same place as a hostess at a restaurant. And, it humbled us. I think it really humbled my dad. My dad actually, we're a pretty conservative family, and my dad actually, it hurt his pride an awful lot, hurt his dignity. That was the biggest thing. I think I saw the biggest impact on my family was just how much it hurt him, how much it hurt having to go through all these things and having to live with his mom, his family moving in with his mom, having us get jobs because we had to get jobs if we wanted insurance for our cars or wanted gas or pay for our cell phones. We had to get jobs, and that hurt him, and that really bothered him, and he really struggled for a long time. And so that taught me a lot. It taught me very much the value of a dollar. It taught me what to appreciate in life, and it had a lot of bad effects at the same time. Thankfully though, really in the last, I'd say 2 years, my dad got a new job as a supervisor at a factory he once worked at. During that time, he was trying to find a lot of different jobs and find something that could support us and really work. He got caught. He did such a good job and worked so hard at that factory job that the plant manager of that entire building gave him a call last year and asked him to be a shift supervisor. Salary job, essentially the manager of of the shift. He's over everybody while that shift is taking place. And since then, we have been back on track. Since then, things have started looking up. My mom's even got a new job that's paying a lot of good money. So we've overcome it. And it's starting to look a lot better now.